Good morning. I'm meteorologist Tony Pachaka. It is early Friday morning, just after midnight. Quick update on Friday's storm. Not so much for Friday day, but rather tonight, Friday night. And certainly check in with Michelle Muscatello. That our morning newscast begins at 4:30 a.m. She'll have more updates. But Friday day looks fine. But here's the breakdown. Let's take a look at it. First of all, flood watch has been issued for today, Friday, but this is essentially Friday evening, Friday night. Expecting a couple of inches of rain, and it's not just the rain coming down, but the leaves this time of year. So usually during heavy rain events during the autumn, sometimes you get these storm drains clogged up with leaves, a lot of rain coming down. Water has nowhere to go but up, and you get some street flooding, especially on the edges of the street. So be mindful of this. However, I don't really see a problem with the Friday evening commute as we're painting the heaviest of the rain. Here's the timeline. Well, first of all, some light rain will start after 4 or 5 o'clock this evening, but the heaviest rain appears to be from 10 o'clock Friday night till about 2 a.m. on Saturday. That's the best chance for heavy rain. And actually, that's the best chance for strong wind and thunder, too, from roughly 10 o'clock Friday night till about 2 o'clock in the morning Saturday, gust of 40 to 50. Rain should be gone by 7 a.m. Saturday. It'll be a dry, colder Saturday, but the wind will be pretty gusty Saturday afternoon. We may be gusting 30, 40 miles per hour Saturday afternoon, even though the atmosphere is drying out and clearing out. So as far as potential impacts, I'm not overly concerned about the rivers. I mean, we're going to keep an eye on them, obviously, but I think they'll be able to handle a couple of inches of rain. So while the Blackstone and the Patuxent may be on the rise at this point, they should stay below flood stage. But by the time the next heavy rainstorm arrives on Tuesday of next week, river flooding may be more of a problem. But high confidence of picking up a couple of inches of rain, at least a medium risk of some street flooding on Friday night, and some strong wind gusts. High chance of that later tonight, and again between roughly 10 o'clock at night till about 2, 3 o'clock on Saturday morning. So the threat tracker, again, the daylight hours of today, Friday, look fine. We'll bump it up to yellow for later tonight, and we're back to green on Saturday as the atmosphere dries out. So on satellite photo, we're taping this as of midnight this morning, but developing moisture coming out of the Gulf and along the mid-Atlantic coastline. So two areas will essentially merge to develop a storm system off the coastline. So here's how it breaks down. The main storm is will come out of the Gulf of Mexico, right in here. And this will track north and east. Watch the time bar up on top. This is 7 a.m. Friday. You see a shield of snow in the Great Lakes and rain across the Ohio River Valley. We're still dry. And then what will happen is the secondary storm is going to form off the mid-Atlantic coast. This is 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. This second storm, where is it? Right there. You can see it off the New Jersey coastline. This will be the primary one that takes over for Friday night. And this will be the one that brings some of the heavier rain and wind later Friday night into the pre-dawn hours of Saturday. So we'll get in real close and take a look at it in more detail. Let me take you into this morning at around 7 a.m. The morning commute looks fine. In fact, we'll start off with a bit of sunshine, about 38 degrees. Watch the cloud shield advance in the afternoon. Now, the afternoon is dry. 2 o'clock, we're still dry, cool at 54. Now, we may get some light showers or some raindrops in after 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, but, I mean, outside of maybe some damp roads, the evening commute doesn't look like a big concern as far as heavy rain, wind, and thunder, but watch things light up in red, yellow, and orange once we get beyond 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, Friday night, around midnight. All right, these are your downpours, your thunderstorms, and your strong wind. So, a couple of hours on either side of midnight is the risk of the strong thunder, heavy rain, and some of the stronger wind. So for this morning, it looks fine, starting off dry, a little sunshine through increasing clouds. Again, your Friday afternoon, for the most part, is dry. We may get a couple of raindrops after 6 o'clock in the evening, but clearly the heavier rain would be reserved for. Let's skip this. That just went. That's not the right 7-day forecast. But the 7-day forecast does feature drier weather for Saturday and Sunday. I mean, the weekend is cold and dry. I mean, unfortunately, Saturday's a pretty windy day, but it's dry. Sunday's not bad. Some sunshine on Sunday, but chilly. And then our next rainstorm coming in on Tuesday, and that'll bring the risk of more heavy rain and perhaps even some river flooding. So we'll keep an eye on on the situation here. In the meantime, Michelle is in this morning at 4:30 a.m. with your updated forecast, and keep it tuned here for updates. Thanks for logging in.